One lonely fae, lost, trapped between dimensions, only longing to find his way home. He would flutter around, happily, the best he could, explore, meet others, try to have a great time. Was very curious, until he would pray to the bear, once an immortal being in another realm, but now just a wooden statue. Would the bear bring him home? Probably not. Join the team.
It's really...
Cut. No, this is... Josh, this is all wrong. It's terrible.
You're right. You're right. We spent the whole video peeling the onion. I should be naked.
Oh.
Hey team, this is McGuire Review, and today we have something very special. What a transition. Alright, this is Beadle Grimm's and Dungeons & Dragons brand new set for the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. Now, this is the Platinum Edition that you can get from Beadle Grimm's for this particular set, and it is massive, as you can see here on the table. There's a number of items that come in this particular box set. Everything that you're seeing here, you've got the massive box set itself, which is in an awesome box. Every one of these boxes are very custom and specifically different for every one of the adventures they put out. We're going to take a look at this one here in a minute because it has a really cool magnetic opening box on this one. And it is packed full of stuff. This also came with the WizKids miniatures that is for this set. And you get all of the premium edition miniatures for this particular set here. All packaged up for you, ready to go for what this adventure is going to require. So all your miniatures you're getting that you're going to need, which I think is a really nice addition that they're doing now with some of these sets where they add in the miniatures. Very, very well done. You're going to get this, we'll just say dragon, like fairy dragons with a mustache. Plush, it's really nice, really cool. We'll get that out of the bag here later. Everything that we're looking at, we're going to look up close. And then you get 4 of these kind of butterfly type wings. They do have the little straps here, little elastic straps, and they are actually branded with the Wizards of the Coast Dungeons & Dragons logo right here. Okay, so it's not just some generic thing. They're actually pretty high quality. Got some fabric on one side, a hard plastic on the other side. Nice piece here to kind of give the we'll say the wings structure, and then some really high quality elastic bands. And there are 4 of them, and each one comes in a different color. You got the blue, kind of an orange and yellow, and then you got kind of a purplish one and kind of a pinkish type colored one. Okay, you get all those. We'll get those out as well. And then you get the massive map vault. This is something they've started to do in their higher priced offerings lately, where you get an entire tube of all of the maps that come with it, not just the maps and the different things that are going to be in this box. You get an absolute vault of maps. These are larger, big, large battle maps and area maps that you can use to explore. And I'm really excited about getting into these because this particular adventure is a very, fantasy-based, different kind of realm, creature-based, high color. So I'm really interested to see what they were able to do here with the maps. I'm really looking forward to that. Okay, so let's start getting into this. We're going to start with the box, and then we're going to go through each one of these side components. So we'll get some of this stuff off the table so we've got some room to hit the box. Just kidding. All right, here we go. Let's get into this. This looks awesome. Okay, so from a box perspective, it's got almost like well, obviously it's red, but it's got like a felt type material, more of a cloth. Not really a felt, it's more of a cloth type material. A little bit different than anything I've seen them do in the past. It is definitely wrapped in a cloth, which is pretty cool. Here on the back, it does say Beadle Grimm's promo. So this was sent to the channel for review. I do want to call that out. This was not something that I purchased. It was sent to the channel for review. And it's marked right there, Beadle Grimm's promo. So that's kind of cool. That's the first time I've seen that done as well, where they mark the boxes, that it's a promo box. On the side here, Got the D&D logo, the name of the adventure, Beadle and Grimm's Platinum Edition, rocking it in with the P. So in the front here, I really like how they've done this with this kind of the screen printing right on that fabric, which looks really nice. And a really nice logo here in the center. And it's all with that yellow, and that yellow really pops on that red. So let's get this box open. It is a magnet box, so it's going to open from the side. Oh, so sick! Okay, and this is the first time I've seen this. I haven't watched any other unboxing videos. And I really don't look at this stuff until I'm ready to do the video, because I really want my reaction to be real, and this is my reaction. This is the first time that I've seen this, just like maybe some of you that are watching this video if you haven't seen an unboxing just yet. And if you have seen an unboxing, you're never going to see one like this. As you can see right off the bat, there is a giant unicorn horn right in the box. So, you know, there's all kinds of stuff that we're going to do with this. All right, so there is a giant unicorn. Hopefully that's not going to fall over. You don't want to put it like that. Giant unicorn horn right off the bat. We're going to open this up here, and we do have this is your guide, okay? It's going to have a little something here from the founders that they're going to put. I'm not going to read all of this, but it's a really nice little letter that they write to everybody who buys a box, or I guess who reviews a box. They love us as well. Now, with that said, I do try to be as fair as I can as we go through these products. And I will be honest, it's pretty hard to find something generally wrong with what is here. And it's just because they put so much into the product. Just everything from the paper that's used. It's really an experience in the box. And I think anybody who's ever bought one of these products, you know exactly what I mean. Okay, you're going to find here what's in the box, and it's going to list you out everything that's in the box. If you're ever curious, oh, like, what's this, right? You can find it. It'll be on here. It'll tell you what it is, okay? There's a number of things, and it also will list out the miniatures that you get here, which is in the box that we're going to take a look at here in just a little bit. Okay, there's everything that you would ever need for this campaign pretty much in this box. There's even some extra stuff, extra artwork, extra adventures. There's bonus adventures that the Beadle and Grimm's crew themselves actually write and design. And you'll find those in here as well. Then on the bottom here, there's a few extra little things, some of which are items that are right in your set here. They do offer a t-shirt for this set if you want to buy that separately. And then there's some other things that you can find. This is from the Strahd box, this little piece of jewelry here. I thought I had it out, but I don't. I'm going to bling that out to Gen Con, though, I'll tell you that. Okay, so there's your book. This right here is something they've recently started to do that's new as well, where a lot of your different handouts and things from that perspective will be provided kind of in this little folder, which is nice. You can see there, now, hang on, there's something on this. And, okay, there we go. From a review perspective, ha-ha! Gotcha! Okay, I'm gonna call this out. There's like some goo. There's something right here on this, and I don't know what that is. Maybe it's maybe it like rubbed on it or something. I don't think that's supposed to be there. No, I can't get it off. All right, it looks like maybe when it was printed, some of the white paint got splattered right here. So. You know what? I'll call that out from a review perspective. First time I've seen that, I'm sure that's not a very big deal or a problem. And frankly, it could have just been that way because this is a promo box. Okay. Oh man, finally, finally. All right, so in the first pocket here, we're going to find a number of different handouts. Now, these things are just absolutely beautiful, and this is why I'm so excited about this set. Is the fact that you're going to find everything is going to follow a really high color, poppy, high color contrast. And I just love that. When it comes to these fantasy adventures like this, I really like stuff that's bright and poppy. When you put it on the table, people are like, ooh, what's that, right? That looks awesome. So these are going to be kind of like your handouts. You'll see each one of them here, and we'll hit these things up close on the cam as well. You'll see throughout the video. These just look so awesome. Palace of Heart's Desire. The lower level Oh, man, sick. And a lot of these things will also come with large, full-size maps as well. Oh, so cool. Loom Lurch. This looks badass. Oh, man. That looks like a really fun area to explore. I am so excited about... I may be more excited... Motherhorn! I may be more excited about this set than I have been for any of the sets or any of the adventures in a long time. This Witchlight adventure is a really unique one because you can actually go all the way through it without any combat if you want to. And that is absolutely possible. Because of the way that it's designed, there's a lot of high role play. There's a lot of like creative, innovative adventure stuff that you can do that's built into this one. Very awesome. You'll start to see now. It's our first example of how this piece of paper, it's kind of a thin, almost parchment piece of paper. Looks like it's stained, it's old. Sometimes they'll even be crumpled. They'll be made of different types of materials. So here's our first kind of example of that. Awesome. Here's a story tracker. Now, this is interesting. I don't know that I've seen this before. So this story tracker is actually coded, so you can use this as like a dry erase kind of board or wet erase kind of board. Probably either one. A couple different things here at the top. A few different things. Special things you can find in adventures you can go on. There's various different chapters here. You can mark down the chapters. General notes and reminders. There's also on the back all about, so this is kind of the unicorn horn storyline. So it says unicorn horn location, found or not found. So different adventure hooks you can do throughout the story. Snail race, race tracker. So there's a lot of different games and things you're going to interact with when you get to the actual Witchlight Carnival. Here's the unicorns carousel, different things you can do with that. And then here is the, what is this? The chattering bullywog heads. Okay. So, it says here, when the characters reach downfall in Chapter 2, they may come across a collection of chattering bullywog heads. All right, so I'm going to stop right there. And I'm going to also make this clear that if you are watching this, there are going to be spoilers, okay? It's just going to happen. I'm going to do the best that I can to not read out a lot of this stuff if you are going to play through this campaign and you're not watching this from a DM perspective. But if you are watching this as a player, there will be some things I may say or you may see that may be a little bit of a spoiler. But I'll do my best to not, totally ruin things. So essentially, this piece right here is going to be a way to generate kind of on the fly different quotes and things that you can use for inspiration and guides as the players go through this particular encounter. Okay, it is just one-sided. It's got a number of different quotes there that can be used, and that stuff's always good as well to be able to see where you can get the quotes, and it just makes it easier from a DM perspective. Okay. So that's everything that we're going to find there, and I'll leave this open. We're going to find there in the envelope. We're then going to get into the DM screen. Oh, I was looking forward to this. Oh, it's so sweet. All right, so here is the DM screen. I will show it to you first. There you can see it. Okay. Oh, it's so cool. So cool. I love that rabbit right there in the front, kind of in that bubble. That's really neat looking. You'll find some custom stuff done on that screen. And then on the back, you'll have everything that will benefit you from a DM when you're playing the game and you're trying to run the game. Essentially, you're going to get your condition. And these are all different every time. It's really designed to be effective for the campaign that you're running. And again, because there's so much RPG kind of role play that's in this particular campaign, they're focusing on different conditions. They're focusing on... these are all conditions. They're focusing on some of the random encounter generators that are right on the bottom. NPC names. They got all the NPCs, where they're located, what their purpose is, their function. That's going to be important in a high RPG campaign, especially when you're in that carnival and you're in different zones of the adventure. We've got the Feywild treats. Oh, that's really cool. Rules of conduct, domain transportation. Oh, transformation. Domain transformation. That's neat. So, reaction to a positive emotion. Roll a d8, birds sing or crickets chirp merrily nearby. Reaction to a negative emotion, wood creaks and groans nearby. So that's pretty cool how they added that in. We got some bullywog names. You're going to interact with bullywogs quite a bit. Different pixie names and character advancements that we have here on this DM screen. So there's our DM screen that's included for the Platinum Edition. Love those DM screens. That's probably one of my favorite things that's in here. Now, this book is going to include a number of other handouts. You're going to have tickets. You're going to have a number of other handouts, and you'll see this is a great example, and you'll be able to see this on the cam up close, of where they use different styles of paper for the different handouts, okay? So you'll see here there's some wanted posters. Oh, these are really cool, the wanted posters. What all is in here? Oh, here's going to be the okay, we'll go through all of it. All right. We'll go through all of it. These are always longer videos, but you know, there's a lot of stuff here. This is really cool. These are actual tickets to the Witchlight Carnival, valid for 8 rides. Admit 1. That's really cool, and they're even perforated right here, so you could like rip these off and give your DM, I guess, your ticket. And then each one of these actually can be stamped. These are perforated too. The little stars that are at the bottom are all perforated, so you can kind of punch those out as you go on various different rides. That's pretty cool. That's a really good idea and a good use of this component. Okay, we'll put that out here. God, this is going to be so awesome. All right. Here, we'll go through these pretty quick. These are essentially, and I'm not going to show a lot of this because this might spoil some stuff, but these are all like handouts that you're going to get as players in the game. So when you come about maybe a wanted poster, or you come about maybe some note you find in the forest, or someone provides you some information, you find something tucked away, in one of the tents of the carnival. This is what your DM might hand you, as a paper like this, and you can read that as a group. Maybe it's something that's special for one player. Maybe it's something that the whole group can see. This one's interesting. It's got English kind of script on the front, and then it's got more of like a, I'm not really sure, maybe that's a Feywild script on the back that you can't really read. And it is like, it's a piece of paper. It's almost like it's all crumpled up and kind of wax coated. And each one of these pieces is completely different. Okay, so you can see the reason why these sets do carry the price that they do. And even with that, it's hard to understand how they're making money, because it costs a lot of money to make this kind of stuff when you got pieces of paper that are all completely unique and different. Again, we're going to have more handouts, and then it's going to, make sure that's nothing, yes, what's this? It's going to end with, what's this handout? It's got, ooh, that looks awesome. Okay, I'm not sure what this is. I'm not going to say what it is, but really cool little pamphlet here. It does open up and kind of fold out. That looks pretty cool. Okay, we're going to set these up here. This right here, they do include some pre-made characters. If you do just want to jump right in and you don't want to design or make your own character, there's a number of them that are going to be available right out of the box. This might be good for a new group that may not want to read the book, figure out, what kind of character do I want to be? How do I want to build the character? You can just say, hey, here you go. Here's a ranger, right? Oh, love a ranger. Love a ranger. Okay, ranger, we got a wizard, we got a druid, and they are different. They're not always the same. You got well, let's read the whole thing so you know what you've got. You've got a Harengon ranger, a gnome wizard, a wood elf druid. Ooh, that sounds awesome. A fairy sorcerer. Yep, that would be it. A fairy sorcerer. And then a human bard. Gotta love them bards. Gotta have a bard. Man, you gotta have a bard in a group like this. Okay. So those are your pre-made characters. And then this one here, be a real monarch. Sit on the throne. Oh, nice. Kind of like a Witchlight Carnival type poster that you can have as well. Okay? And, some of these things are really cool after you come out of the campaign. You may want to, this is actually something. Hang on. I thought this was just a back. No. There's something here. Like a little, well, I'm not going to say what it is, but it's cool. That's what I'll say. It's cool. Okay. Some of these things you may want to come away from the campaign and actually frame. We'll get this out of the way. This is kind of just the backing to protect it. after you get done with the campaign, or there's some of these things you may acquire as a player as you go through as well. They may be yours specifically, and frankly, if the DM really wants to just give it to you, I mean, it's nice to also keep the whole set together and reuse it, but, you know, it's kind of nice and kind of fun sometimes when you go through a long campaign with a group of players to actually give them something to walk away with. So, you know, there are items that are generally in these sets that are like that. Okay. This right here is Fairy Tales from the Warehouse. So what you're going to find here are the extra, and these look really nice, and they put them all in one book this time. Bonus encounters that literally come directly from Beadle and Grimm's, and they've done this a little bit differently as well this time. It looks like there is 3 of them in this particular set. I'm not going to tell you what the names of them are, and we've got Justice, John, and Charlie on these. Each one of them has written or designed one of these, and they look amazing. And generally these, I don't want to speak out of turn here, maybe not always, but generally these are going to come with like custom artwork and things that are designed just for this adventure that they've written. And these look awesome. I love how they've put it kind of in a single book this time, and it really looks like something right out of a Dungeons & Dragons book. It's a little bit different than what I've seen in the past. They've really upped their game in this book this time. And again, this is all outside of this core adventure. What you're going to find here is going to be Beadle and Grimm adventures that fit inside of this world. I'm not going to open this up, but essentially what this is right here is the Wild Beyond the Witchlight book, okay? So you can buy the book right from Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons & Dragons. This is the same thing. However, what you're getting here in this book is they kind of go chapter book style with this, where they break it up, and it looks like it is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books. So they break it up into 6 smaller kind of chapter-like books. It's not hardcover, it's soft cover, but it really helps from a DM perspective as you're going through the game and you're going through the book. You can just say, hey, I need the 3rd book, and that's it, right? It helps you find stuff much quicker if you're just in a certain part of the story. You have a very, very small, chapter book that you can just flip through real quick, have all your bookmarks in. Maybe it's your NPCs, maybe it's kind of like where the traps are, whatever's going on in that environment. Everything you can get in these little chapter books. They're really, really handy from a DM perspective as you go through this, okay? This right here is a set of cards. I'm going to get these open. I'm not going to show too many of them. They've done these decks of cards before in the past. So on one side, it's just kind of got the... let's not do that one. Let's do this one. So on one side, they've got the name. It says Nib the Miser. Okay? And then on the other side, it says Nib the Miser. And then it tells you where in the story Nib the Miser is going to be coming in, and then it tells you information about Nib the Miser right here on the card. Alignment, personality, ideal, bond, flaw. There's a little bit of text on Nib, okay? So these cards are going to be able to be used for a number of different things. I bet you a lot of those NPCs are also right there on the DM screen. Most of them are probably on that DM screen as well. So this is really cool that they included something like this from a DM perspective, so you can kind of see, and I wonder if the colors are representative of anything, but it's a way for you to be able to just have a good tab on your NPCs in the game. Now we're getting into some pretty sweet stuff here. All right, so this is a big gold coin. One side it says D&D, The Wild Beyond the Witchlight 2001. Then on the other side it says Beadle and Grimm's Factum Perfecto Premium. Factum Perfecto Premium. Okay. All right, so it's a big chunky gold coin. There's all kinds of stuff you can do with the use of this. I mean, that is a nice big chunky gold coin. That's pretty cool. Okay. All right, we also have the legendary, and I'm going to call them legendary because they are. These right here are packs of different types of, could be NPCs, could be encounters, different things you're going to run into in the game. and they kind of fold out sort of A-frame style. You can put them on the table. You can hang them over your DM screen. There's lots of different things you can do with these. There's also, this follows the same kind of approach. What you're going to find here is generally all of your enemies, all of your monsters in the campaign. It's the same exact thing. You can take that artwork, you can put it right over the top of your DM screen, and your players can see exactly what that artwork looks like, what you're running into. Now with this being a premium set, we're going to get a number of these miniatures, or some of the main ones we're going to get. They're going to be in that, in the set there of our miniatures, which we'll take a look at. And then on the back side, I'll pop this plastic off so you can see a little bit better. On the back side, you're going to get all of the stats. So nice, and I've actually got this miniature. So you can see there on the front the artwork, and then these do open up like this. So these sit like this, these sit like this. So it's a little bit different in style, but it's the exact same thing. If you can think about like what this looks like, you're going to get the exact same thing here in this book. So you get their artwork on the front, and then you're going to get all the stats on the back. Okay, and that's all I'm going to show you of this, because again, I don't want to spoil what you're going to run into in the stats. But you are going to get all those stats there of exactly what you would need to know from a DM perspective is going to be right in front of you, which makes it very, very easy. I mean, anytime you're playing a campaign like this where you have a lot of NPCs and you have a lot of different enemies, it's going to be really difficult to keep all that straight. And having these aids like this is what helps you. You know, I'll open this. I'll open it, okay? But I'll just, again, I'm going to show you one, all right? I'm going to show you, you know what? I'm going to show you more than one. I'm going to show you this. Look at this. See the artwork. Look how cool it is. And then on the back, you've got some awesome artwork. And then this will set out like this, okay? So this is going to be more encounter style. You're not going to, this is going to be more artwork, okay? I did say it follows the standard of that. It doesn't have any stats on it. It's just going to be kind of the artwork, and then different encounters and different things you're going to have as you kind of go through the adventure. What's nice about these is on this inside part, you'll see right here that it actually tells you exactly what it is, and it tells you the location. Location, book 1, page 10. So you can kind of take these, and what I like to, you can take them and you can kind of put them in the book as you're DMing right with the page that they go to. So when you get to that part, if you're using the book, you kind of, behind your screen, you kind of open it up and it's like, oh, okay, this is the part, right? This is the part on book 1, page 10, right? So you can set that out for the players and have it sitting right on the table, and it just gives them kind of a flavor of what's going on with that particular encounter as you're playing the game. Oh, it's so awesome. There's so many things here. The artwork's amazing. And this, again, just another thing to really make the game kind of pop and make it really more of an experience for your players. All right, so next thing, we got this really high quality purple felt bag. It's got a little something inside of it. Whoa! Okay, it has a massive amount of little sheets. So you're going to pull something out of this bag. Let's grab one of them. It says, hurts, doesn't it? Okay, so this is going to be something you're going to be able to use over the course of the campaign, more than likely for like a random type thing where you're going to have to reach into the bag and pull something out. So that's pretty cool. They've got that all ready to go for you. That always makes kind of those random type encounters and different things really interesting. Here is, now we're getting into, hang on, this one here, hang on. Okay, yeah, everything's here. Okay, the coin, actually the box is designed, this is nice. I'm going to, can I pull it out? No, it's attached. Okay, let me set up the box. This box is a little bit different. This is different than I've seen as well. So let me call this out. See this box? This actually has a foam insert inside of it, and it is attached. It's glued in there. So when you're ready to put everything back in the box, there is a spot for each one of the like pieces of jewelry. Yeah, and I when I took this out, I'm like, what is this? Did something fall out? This is for the coin. So coin goes back right in there. So that's pretty nice that they did that this time with the box. Makes it a little bit nicer, kind of going all back in versus just everything just kind of going back, thrown in the box. They may have needed to do that because of this edition. Whoa, shit! This right here could, I don't know, maybe they needed to do that for adding in something like this, or maybe that's kind of their go forward. I'd like to see that as their go forward, because that is really nice, having that little pocket right there that you can you can pull that stuff right back into. That's cool. Okay. Their jewelry pieces are always nice. This is a big button. This looks pretty awesome. This is a big button. This is going to be a really long video. Got a double clasp on the back. Nice. Their jewelry and their pins and everything they do, it's always really, really high quality and well made. This one is branded Wizards on the back. It's got a really high quality baby blue enamel that's on there with a white, and then also it's trimmed in that gold. Really nice piece, and it's really hefty, okay? Like you can hear how, I don't want to damage, well, I'm not going to damage it. You can hear how hefty that is. I mean, it's a big, chunky pin. Okay, put that right there. All right, and our last piece in this set, so it doesn't look like there's any necklaces per se in this one. The only piece I would say is jewelry would be that. That can definitely attach to you. This one is branded Wizards as well. This is a really unique, cool little piece. Look at that. It's almost like a little not piece of jewelry, but a little, there's this little tiny fancy trinkets you can buy that you'd like put into a case. I don't know, check that out. That's really cool. I really like that. It's got a really good look to it too. It's high quality paint job, that enamel as it's going kind of into that gold. It is made of metal. It's a piece of metal. It's not, I mean, I don't think that's a piece of plastic. I think that's a piece of metal. That's really cool. Okay. And the last thing that we have, let's make sure. Yes. Yes. I was just looking to see that they like hide a little note in there for me or something. I don't know. Last thing that we have here is magic item cards. Oh, nice. They did a deck of is this all the magic items? Oh, they're super high quality too. They're like laminated. Yes, Scissors of Shadow Snipping. Okay, wondrous item rare, requires attunement by a fae or a spellcaster. As an action, you may make a few snips with these iron shears. Okay, so they literally put in cards for every single one of the items that you can acquire and the special items that you can acquire in this particular campaign. This right here, this is a great ad. And again, they're high quality. They're like laminated, really thick laminated cards. This way, as your players discover different things throughout the campaign, different items they may find or acquire, you can just say, bag of beans. Here you go. You found the bag of beans. Congratulations, right? You can hand them the bag of beans. They now have this card with a nice picture on it. They have on the back exactly what it is, telling them all the text of what the bag of beans does and how it helps them as a player. And this is really, really cool. And this is really good for, that's interesting. This one doesn't have any artwork. It just says the name of it, where the other ones do. Well, not every one of them do. Some of them don't have the artwork. They just have a name. Why? I'm not sure. Why some of them have artwork and some of them only have a name and do not have artwork. I don't know. That might have been a manufacturing timing thing, or that may be on purpose for one reason or the other. Sometimes in these campaigns, it's the DM asking the player, describe what it looks like. And maybe that's what they're trying to do here is, if it doesn't have any artwork, the chromatic rose. Describe what the chromatic rose looks like. And you can use your Imagine to make that look however you want. I don't know, right? But you can definitely do that if there is no artwork. But this, I love this component. Really, really well done on that. Nice. I want to see that in all of these, to tell you the truth. Because that makes things so much easier when you're getting items to remember what they are. Because usually the DM is like writing down on a piece of paper, this is what the item is, this is what it does. Player takes it, notes it in their, on their paper or in their app, whatever they're using. Then you go from there. This is something that's kind of fun and material to have as you come back to the table. Kind of have these next to your player sheet or next to your app, and it's nice to have those material pieces as well. Okay, that's everything that's in the actual box. So we're going to take the box and, I'm going to set it right here. Because I want to keep it in the shot because it's such a cool piece. All right, and then we're going to get into the miniatures. So we'll do those next. We'll open up the tiny bone shiv of death. And we will open up the box. Okay, one slice. You know, I'm going to put this up because what happens is that I bump the table, the tiny bone chip of death rolls off, and it comes straight down like a dagger into my throat. Okay? Oh, nice. Got the Jabberwock. Okay, so we're going to pull out the miniatures. Okay, that's everything that's in the box. And I obviously would recommend keeping the packaging for this particular set because, you know, oh, the wings are at the bottom for the Jabberwock. You want to keep the packaging because then it can go right back in the box and you can store it as a set versus just like pulling out all the miniatures and then throwing them in with all your other miniatures. And these are your standard WizKids miniatures that you can get elsewhere. Okay, this is the Jabberwock. You know what? I'm gonna make certain these aren't special in any way. 'Cause I don't know. Oh my god, I can't even move in here. Where's my Jabberwocky? Jabberwock! The fuck is it? Oh no, do I have my Jabberwock put up somewhere? I do, don't I? Where do I put my Jabberwocky? Okay, I can't find my Jabberwock, but I believe these are exactly the same that what you can get in the standard sets. So these are really cool. You know, I would say no if they had like a different marking on the bottom, but like this one says Giant Snail 33 of 50. So I assume that is the Giant Snail 33 of 50. It isn't customized or special in any way. These are the ones that you can get right from the set, but it's a number of really premium models that come from that set that you can use directly in your campaign. You'll have the miniatures for specifically. And these are going to be more kind of iconic setting type situations. These are going to be more memorable type situations. And that's why you've got, you know, the miniature for it. So here's the unicorn miniature, obviously for the unicorn horn quest that you're going to go on. You can see here, yep, 29 of 50. So you've got the unicorn. Excellent. Oh man, you got, okay. This one, now that's interesting. So this one here was one that could be actually used in a number of different ways in some of the other WizKids sets, because I'm seeing that now. See that this comes off right here, and this miniature can actually attach to a bigger like flying thing that's actually not in this particular set. These are going to be the same, although this one here I know could attach and you could do some different things. This one I think went on the top of like a rocking horse if you wanted to do that. Yep, and you can see right there. Nope, these are the same. So this one, see how it attaches like that? So if you do have some of the models from this set from WizKids that are outside of this, these do some other unique things as well, and they did use the same ones so you can still have that functionality. So that's pretty cool. And the wings for the Jabberwocky are right down here. I'm not going to go too deep into the miniatures because, again, we've done already a number of videos on the various different miniatures from this set from WizKids. You can check that out on the channel if you do want to see that. I will throw just a few of them out here so you can kind of take a look at those on the cam. We'll do some of these ones that have just a ton of awesome detail. Okay, those are the miniatures. I'm going to take this and put it down. Let's bring on the maps. Now, these maps are generally, now that's really cool. So these are not going to be always just your standard paper. This might be difficult getting these back in. Okay. Okay, we'll see what we... Okay, so there's going to be a number of maps that are in here, and these are different than... So in some of these sets, they do have like paper mats, like your standard Dungeons & Dragons style paper mats. These are going to be a little bit different. These are very, very high quality, thick coated paper mats. They're absolutely amazing. I mean, you have to really kind of experience these in person to understand how high quality these things are. They've got the high color on them. They're full area maps. This is the level 2 of the Goblin Market. Oh, the Goblin Market. Can't wait. All right, the Goblin Market. God, they even got a great smell to them. Ah, that right there smells like Dungeons & Dragons. It smells like success. Okay. So you can see the different style there you're going to get with these maps. And again, really thick, really, really nice paper. So that's the Goblin market there. Here's a giant welcome to the carnival. Yes! Welcome to the Witchlight, baby. Okay, there's the big carnival map that's going to show the whole area of the carnival as your players are traveling around there, interacting with different NPCs. On the ooh, what is this? On the back here, we've got now here it's going to be a little bit of spoiler as well. Again, these battle maps. Some of them yes, some of them no. Some of them are just going to be kind of overarching sort of areas. Look how awesome that looks on that side. Here's a large area here. The domain. Ooh, this is okay. This one's completely different. This is almost like a leather. It's my imaginary friend back there. Leathery bound kind of piece of map here. Wow, this looks so cool. And talk about something that you could frame up when you're done with the campaign if you wanted to, or just like actually frame and put on the wall where your players are going to be as you're playing. Oh, that is so cool. I love that. Okay, and here we're going to find a couple more maps. This one is going to be a large area here, front and back. And these are all front and back as well, to kind of save that space. Another large one here as well. Oh, I love this one. Wow. This one here. Look at how awesome that is. Love that one. Okay. So, again, there's not a lot that really can be spoiled from the map perspective because, you know, a lot of these encounters can be done, well, pretty much all of these encounters can be done without any combat if you actually want to just kind of role play through it, which is something that's new. Well, it's not new. It's something that's nice with this new campaign that they have to offer. Okay, we're going to look at the plush as well as the wings. Okay, we've got our plush here. It is branded Dungeons & Dragons as well as Beadle & Grimm's right there on the packaging. Got a nice little split, opens up in the front. And you have your plushie. Now, there are some little metal wires that are in here to kind of frame out those wings. That's really cool that that's done. I was actually kind of worried about that when I saw it in the pack of one of those wings that kind of be stuck a certain way for a while. So that's really neat. The way that that's designed. I love the little stash that the fairy dragon there is rocking. And that's really cool. It's officially marketed. It's an officially tagged Dungeons & Dragons right there, as well as Beadle & Grimm's on the bottom. So it's an official Beadle & Grimm's plushie. That's really cool. I really like that. It does stand up on its own pretty well as well, with the feet and the tail the way it's designed. I was trying to see if the tail had a metal. It doesn't. But it's pretty thick. Kind of move it around there however you want it. And there is a little leather kind of sword that's right here in the belt that you can actually pull all the way out. It will actually come out of there as well. That's neat. Okay, so there is the plushie. Pretty good size, you can see. Pretty cool. Set them right there. And then here are all the wings. I did want to show each one of the colors. They're all in their own plastic bags as well for protection. So there's the orange. We've got kind of the purplish type color. We've got a nice pink there you can see. And they've got they're not just one color as well, obviously. You've got kind of the little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow, but primarily pink. Adds a lot to the wing. And then again, here is our blue wing as well. So those are all the wings that you're going to get. And that, my friends, is almost out of breath. That is the entire unboxing of the brand new Beadle & Grimm's The Wild Beyond the Witchlight Premium Platinum box set. If you see this and you're interested in the campaign, obviously this is the best high-end experience you're going to be able to offer your players. That's the purpose of this product. It's the design of this product, and it's the price that you are paying for this product. I do recommend, if you are a group that is going to play this campaign, just everybody throw in on it, right? Like, everybody throw in a little bit of money around the table for the box set. That way the DM doesn't have to go out and spend all the money. If you want to do that, that's fine, and kind of surprise your players. But another way to make it really cost effective for the price of these boxes is just everybody around the table throw in an equal amount, and then you have kind of all pitched in for that experience, and you all sort of get something from that experience. And, you know, I'll just be honest, I'm not sure how you're going to fight over this or some of the items that are in there, but it's just a way to make it a little bit more cost effective. Okay? And if you like this video, please subscribe to the channel and support us here on the McGuire Review. So hit that like, click the subscribe below to join the team, keep rolling them crits. This has been the McGuire Review, and we'll see you next time.